Now we're going to talk about how to dress with your upper body from the waist to the neck to keep yourself both warm and comfortable in the extreme cold. So Keith, what do you wear on a daily basis?
Well, depending on the weather conditions, if it's warmer rather than colder, I'll start off with a base layer. This is something that I'll wear against my skin. Some features that it has a hood integrated with the shirt. Again, I wear this against my skin right here. It's got a nice little pocket for my battery, something that I want to keep warm, or maybe a power bar. You also see that it vents quite far down, so I can get lots of venting. Another nice feature is that it has finger holes so that it covers my wrists before I put on my working gloves. So this is a layer that I'll wear against my skin.
Keith, what is this made out of?
This is a polyester material. This is a polypropylene. It's actually the Patagonia R1 hoodie is the manufacturer and the model. If you'd like, you can also wear a wool shirt similar to this one right here. Again, you'll see some of the same features. It's thin. It has some venting options right here. You'll notice that it doesn't have a hood. I integrate the hood into my clothing system because I don't have that much hair. If I find that it's colder out, I bought this in a size extra large, so it's one size up. I can actually put a layer underneath this similar to what you're wearing right here, which is a thin, lightweight polypropylene polyester top. Or for some of you that are into the European scene and Brynja, this is a mesh shirt, which allows me to breathe. I do sweat a lot when I'm traveling up there. You can see that this is just a thin mesh layer. I'll actually wear these two in combination. It actually increases my warmth and allows me to move all of my moisture away from my body. Some models, such as these long underwear pants right here, they actually have that mesh layer built into the pants. So this is the inside of the pant right here. You can see it's mesh, and this is the outside layer. So it's a two-piece combination layer. It's quite warm. And we'll talk about that when we talk about lower body layers. But just to start, if it's an average day at the North Pole, I'll be wearing this against my skin right here. All right. And this would be my option for later on, or if this one gets wet. So these two are going to go away. All right. So that goes against my body. This is in my backpack in case I need to change to something a little bit warmer. I have this in my day pack. This is an extra insulation layer. It's a fleece vest. Has nice big pockets. It allows me to keep my core really warm. So, and then on top of that, for a normal skiing day, you'll see that I wear this layer and then my Anorak right over it.
Okay.
So you can tell that I don't wear quite a lot. I wear much less than someone who needs to be moving quite a lot or eat quite a lot.
So Keith, you're really just wearing one base layer, the layer that goes against your skin, in your Anorak most of the time.
And that'll take me comfortably down to minus 15 Celsius, minus 25 Fahrenheit. If I find that it's going to be colder that day, again, I have my fleece jacket that I can put on underneath my Anorak. I also have that lightweight polypropylene shirt like you're wearing right now. I find that my core stays quite warm because I'm working a lot, and I wind up venting right here. I can close this up, trap all that heat, get myself nice and warm. I can open it up and I can vent.
Okay. Let me ask you a couple of questions about that Anorak. Now, many of the North Pole expeditions include an Anorak, a team Anorak, but not all other expeditions do. So when you're looking for an Anorak, and just to clarify what that word means, an Anorak is just a wind layer. It does not keep you warm, it just protects you from wind, which can be quite cold. Can you tell us a little bit about what somebody might want to look for if they're going out and purchasing an Anorak, let's say for South Pole?
For South Pole, you'll want to consider a couple things. If you're skiing the last degree, you're going to be obviously pulling a sled, and so you're going to be wearing the waist belt around your waist. That's why I like a half zip Anorak. You can see that it's not a full zip. The zip stops right here. My waist belt will actually ride somewhere in this area, allowing me to gain access to the pocket. You can imagine if you had a full zip and you had the waist belt on, you wouldn't be able to access that. It wouldn't be that ideal.
It might be a little uncomfortable.
It might be a little bit uncomfortable. So I prefer the pullover Anorak style with the half zip. It has a nice big pocket for me to put in my candies or chemical hand warmers or my wrappers after I've eaten my candies. It's a nice garbage bag, if you will. You'll see that the hood here, I've actually sewn on some Velcro, and it allows me to remove my fur ruff for cleaning and laundry.
Okay.
So you want to just think about that feature if you're going to decide to use a fur ruff on your anorak, your wind layer. You want to make sure that your fur ruff is removable so that when you launder it, it can come off.
Okay. A couple of things about the anorak. First off, if you're using an anorak at the North Pole or South Pole, it's not really imperative that it's extremely waterproof because we don't run into much rain or even very much wet snow. So a dense cotton or a densely weaved nylon is important. It's extremely important that whatever you bring is very breathable so that it can release the moisture that you have. In Greenland, we can run into wet snow and possibly even rainy conditions. So if you're joining us on a Greenland expedition, you want an anorak that's also going to provide you with some moisture protection, exterior moisture protection. Perhaps Gore-Tex would work well then.